Today we're going to go over part 2 of the Himny Racing polyurethane motor mount installation. This is the factory aluminum. This would be the driver's side or left side mount that bolts to the engine, and then the motor mount was actually molded to this. I don't know how Mazda does it at the factory, but the rubber is adhered to this aluminum quite vigorously, and you have to remove it all. In my prior video, I used an oscillating tool with a tooth blade to cut away the large parts and then scraped away as much as I could. This little bit of residue will not come off even after hitting it with a wire wheel, in a drill. So you have to drill a 10mm hole through the center of this. So it's about 5/8 inch deep. So I recommend you start with a small drill bit, maybe a quarter or so, and then work your way up, because if you try to start with a 10mm bit and it's not chucked firmly in a drill press, you're going to end up with a crooked hole. So I pre-drilled it with the smaller bit and then moved up to the next larger bit, which is the 10mm. I believe it's a 7/16. Don't quote me on that. So I actually mounted it in my vise and used my new Wen drill press to drill the hole. So the first step though is to get all the rubber off of this thing. I got as much as would come off reasonably. Then your motor mount for this aluminum one has a small cutout, and this fits over the hump, so it basically stays centered or close to centered on that mount. Then the bolt goes through, and you mount the motor mount to your engine, which is right here. Put this in place, and then you drop the engine into the car, and this bolt goes down through your subframe, and then you're going to use the supplied nut and bolt. When you put these on, these only get torqued to, I think, 4 or 5 foot-pounds of torque. A little something extra that I did, because I don't like excess drivetrain vibration, I got some rubber material from Amazon. This is a sheet that's 60 thousandths thick, and I cut basically a rubber washer, because otherwise you have metal on metal here, and I didn't want that. So I have a little thin rubber insulator there, one on the bottom. Then I cut a small one, so after this is bolted into the subframe of the car, I'll put this small washer on here, and then the metal washer, and then the nut, which should dampen even more of the vibration. And that's it for today. Keep an eye out for my next video.